Welcome to Weldon, Hazelhurst, Georgia, Coastal Pines. I'm Greg Bennett. I'm going to go a grinder. I've got a lot of new students asking me the same question. I thought I'd put it on the blackboard and refer you to it. I don't have to repeat myself too much. Grinding, a lot of tricks to it. Relatively safe, can be dangerous. Speaking of safe and deep, this is a must. You got to have a guard on it. If you're running an institution with students or a big corporation that OSHA comes in, they will require this guard to be on these grinders. So don't take it off. Now there's a bunch of different attachments to grinders. You got this little thin wafer disc called a cutting disc. Very dangerous. These grinders can run up to 12,000 RPM, I think, something like that. Yep, 12,000 RPM. So you can imagine what that thing can do to you turning that fast. Like I say, if you're going to cut something, go straight in and come straight out. Now you can kind of nibble at the edges a little bit with it, but that's about it. It's good for cutting. You've got a flapper disc. It's got sandpaper. Real good. These are expensive. There's a rock. This is about $1. I think this is about $5. We're not grinding with these. We're grinding with these. The only thing I get these for is to touch up coupons that we cut out of weld test plates, and so we can see the weld. But invariably, if somebody gets on there, they're gonna grind with it. So don't let me catch it. Grinding rocks, this is going to be your main tool. 1/4 inch grinding rod, 1/4 inch thick, 4.5 inches in diameter, 4 1/4, I think, 4 1/2. To put it on there, this one's got its own nut built in. You spin it around till it tightens and then hand tighten. This has got a button on the back of it. Most of these grinders have some kind of button on it, and it'll lock that shaft. This is a 90-degree angle grinder. The shaft comes 90 degrees off the motor itself. You've got pencil grinders that go straight out. They're handy. Always make sure you're unplugged before you do this. Unplug wire. Now, having put that on there, I'm going to show you something else. These things also, this one doesn't have the built-in nut. Some of these has got washers on it. It's got a little rising right there. This one's a 7/8. This is a 5/8 shank. So we're going to slide that on there. That's got that little lip. That will go right around that lip and it'll keep it from wobbling. You can turn this lip over. Nope, we'll turn it out this way and that should hold it in place. As long as you got that bottom one on there, that'll hold it in place. And this will tighten down. You just turn this one over. Those two raised portions will hit each other and this thing will be loose. But that's, like I say, just hand tighten. Once you go to grinding, this thing's turning, it will tighten itself on down even more. Again, we got two different kinds. We got a big Milwaukee here, 7 1/4, 7 1/2 inch. If you need to get it done in a hurry, that's what you go to. However, this is this will do it as well. Hand tighten, plug it up, and I'm going to show you how to grind it. I know everybody's plain and simple, self-explanatory. You'd be surprised. Some tricks to it that'll get it done faster. This is a test plate, open butt. You see, penetrated out. Now, if he's going to cut coupons out of this, we'll get into that later. But when you're grinding, don't come in it like this, or you'll hit that weld and it'll dig into the parent metal. You don't want to do that. This thing's 3/8 inch thick. We want it to remain 3/8 inch. You want to come at it like this and grind till it gets down. Always have safety glasses on. Another trick, the higher you get this thing up, the more it's gonna cut. You wanna start out flat. If you get this raised portion here where it blew through, then you might wanna get it up. And it'll cut now. But once I get it down about where I'm going, I'm gonna flatten this thing out. Now, I've ground that thing down sludge, and you see the shiny part has bled out into the parent metal on both sides. Stop right there. That's 3/8 of an inch thick. That's what we want. Grinding the ends, same thing. If you got to put a bevel on it, it don't take long to do it. We generally I pre-cut these plates with bevels on both sides. We do 2 open butts per class, per stick class. The first one will be a 60-10 all the way. The second one will be a 60-10 with a 70-18 cap or filler. And the first one with 60-10, we're gonna cut it down the middle with a torch. If it's got frosty in it, you'll see it. You'll know how well you did by cutting it. You will save these 2 plates for the 70-18 test. And that one will bend. And when we bend it, I'll put that on another video entirely. This is grinders though. You've got one other thing. We got some tools with these things.